Hello again, Southold. This is Sabrina Basil.
And Rosie Malika. You're watching Soho TV.
I can't believe it's the end of March already. A few more months and I'll be saying goodbye to the school for the last time.
Don't be so gloomy. Mr. Sinclair came back. Why can't you?
You got a point. Imagine subbing for Mr. Wes.
Yeah, I wish I could do it tomorrow. First thing I do, get Jake and Chicky suspended.
Now you're talking. Anyway, for the first time in Southold history, we hosted a track meet on our very own new track.
Fiona was there to capture the excitement. Let's watch.
It's Southold High School's first track meet, and we're going to catch all the action. Marie, how do you think that the team is going to do this season?
I think we're going to do really well. We're a really young team, so we have a lot of potential. Everyone's run good times today, and it can only go up from here.
And how does it feel to be running in the very first track meet at Southold High School?
It's insane. I never thought this would happen, and it feels kind of weird, but I really like it. Ran some good races today, and I'm excited for the season.
It's awesome. Like, the energy here is crazy. A lot of people turned out, I popped out, which is good, because I didn't think a lot of people were going to come. I've been on the team since 8th grade, so I've always had away meets, so having a home meet is pretty cool.
It's really special. It's a great thing for our community, for all of our students. I got to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff, Ms. Hillerman, Mr. Corrado, Ms. Mincielli, Mr. Heine, for really organizing the great day and everything going very smoothly.
And how does it feel to be watching your daughter, who's a senior, compete in her last year in track?
Oh, it's great to see her, because without the track, I could never see her. I could only go to Mattituck, and that was the closest. So this is a lot of fun. It's really great.
How does it feel to run in the first ever track meet at Southold?
It's very exciting. Yeah.
Back to you in the studio. I hate running.
Okay, Sabrina, let's practice some rapid fire questions.
Go for it.
Favorite meal?
Pizza.
Best vacation spot?
Thailand.
Dream boyfriend?
Anakin. Steven.
You're in trouble now. Oh. Steven met up with Mr. Santiago to learn more about his fascinating, complicated, and bizarre mind. Here's rapid fire Santiago style.
What is up, Southold? Today I'm joined by
Dr. Santiago.
We're going to be doing some rapid fire questions. All right, so we're going to start off pretty easy. Chocolate or vanilla?
Oh, definitely chocolate.
Drums or flats for your wings?
Oh, drums all the way.
Michael Jordan or LeBron?
Dude, that's not even a question. MJ, Michael Jordan. Actually made $1.2 billion last year.
Duke or North Carolina?
Oh, gosh. Oh, Carolina all the way. Well, asterisk with a little Zion there. I like Zion a lot.
All right, so you're stranded on an island with 2 other teachers. Who would you want with you and why?
I'll go with Joe Corrado, because he's so big. He cut down trees and big and strong pick up rock. And then I'll go with Alex Sinclair, because he's sensitive. He'll make you muffins in the morning, and man, he'll be a great partner.
If you could adopt one student as a child, who would it be?
I think I'll go with Colin McCarthy. I will make him cut the grass, do all the yard work. I'll whip him into shape. He needs a little beat.
So if you could spend a day with any one person ever, living or dead, who would it be?
I have to go with Mahatma Gandhi. I like to chill with him and just have a cup of coffee and just talk about life and see what's on his mind.
Cool. All right, if you weren't a teacher, what would you be?
I would be definitely a medical doctor. I would love to do that, help people, take care of people. I should have done it. I should have done med school, man.
All right, if you were given the death sentence, what would your last meal be?
Oh, I definitely ask for a big lasagna, like lasagna with garlic knots all day, dude, all day.
Thank you for your time. Back to you in the studio.
St. John's.
The junior class held a fundraiser this Tuesday.
In order to help offset the price of prom, the class joined forces with CJ's Bar and Grill to offer a special pasta night. Let's check it out.
This is the night. It's a beautiful.
The pasta dinner tomorrow night at CJ's American Grill is all proceeds are going to the junior class for this year's prom. The owner of the restaurant is kind enough to have all $20 for the tickets sold, for each ticket sold, going directly into our budget.
We're actually at a meeting with our caterer, who is the owner of CJ's Grill. Their catering company's catering prom, and they offered to do a pasta fundraiser for us. They're giving us 100% of the profits.
So every $20 meal includes a salad with bread, and then there are 5 choices. The choices are rigatoni alla vodka, marinara meatballs, pasta alfredo, pasta bolognese, and baked ziti. You can show up at the door or buy a ticket ahead of time by seeing a junior class student or myself, and we hope to make at least $1,000 to go towards this year's prom.
Well, we're hoping to make as much money as possible because this is unlike any other fundraiser we've done before, since we are making 100% of what we sell, so we don't have to meet some sort of quota to break even. So it's really helpful in the final months before prom to make as much money as possible, and I think it's going to be a great night.
And what can we look forward to for prom this year?
Prom is going to be great. We're hoping for some of the cheapest tickets they've seen in the past couple of years. It's a beautiful venue at Royalton Estates in Manitowoc. It's going to be great food and a great time.
Mrs. Burberg's chemistry class put together a presentation in the library this week.
Students made poster boards to help raise awareness about environmental concerns. Here's a look at their finished product.
This past Tuesday, Miss Burberg's chemistry class participated in Chemistry Saves the World. Students researched various problems we face today and proposed potential solutions to save the world. Mr. Rush, Miss Rich, and Miss Babchek walked around to see the students' proposals and then awarded first, second, and third place, along with Judge's Choice, Best Design, and Most Articulate. Topics that students researched included: where have all the polar bears gone, the hazards of chemicals in toys, alternative carbon storage, and many more. Gabby Contreras took home first place with her research on alternative carbon fabrics to lower emissions. Yao Riley came in second and Ben Ward in third. Judge's Choice went to Isabella DeMeo for her research on the hazards of chemicals in plastic toys. Best Design went to Nick Carr for his creative and colorful poster designs. And Most Articulate went to Adrian Portillo for her fluency in discussing alternative storage options for the overwhelming amount of carbon gases in the atmosphere. These chemistry students have done their research and are now ready to save the world.
I had so much fun at the Chemistry Saves the World Science Fair. Make sure you come next year.
Last month, Fiona went around the school to see just how familiar students were with the most popular vines.
Well, she's at it again. Sit back and enjoy a second chance to see Southwold students all keeping up with the latest vines.
Back by popular demand, it's Vines Part 2. Country boy, I love you. Who's the hottest Uber driver you've ever had?
I've never been in Uber driver.
Who's the hottest Uber driver you've ever had?
What is the Uber?
Kylie Jenner, to the foyer. I have a surprise for you.
Oh my God, is that a chicken?
Happy birthday, Raven.
I can't swim.
Come to Del Taco. They have this new thing called Free Shavakadoo. Oh, he needs some milk. Road work ahead.
Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Wow. Back to you in the studio.
I could really use a good cup of coffee right now.
So could I. After we finish, let's head to Nofo Roco and you could treat me to a cup of coffee.
Well, before we do, how about we watch a short documentary about one of Southwold Town's favorite coffee destinations.
North Fork Roasting Company is a small batch craft coffee shop. We have a food menu here, which we've curated, and some events. We opened in 2015 on Valentine's Day. The inspiration behind the design here, when we opened, we were kind of broke, so a lot of the stuff is repurposed or handmade, but I really like the mismatched style, and it was an old house, so I figured that we would keep that charm. And it was just Jenny and I that were kind of designing the place. I guess it was like when I was first out of high school, I moved to the city, and then I stayed there for about 2 years, and I moved back home. I didn't really know what I was going to do as my next step, so I went to Suffolk for pastry, and I started learning pastry, and at that time I had met Jenny Lee, and she was running the luncheonette next door. And she had just opened a catering company, so she was like, why don't you work some events? And I started cooking. She was roasting out of her garage at the time. And I started roasting, and she had already had this space leased. And we were like, why don't we just go with the original plan? And she always wanted to open a coffee shop, and that was a dream of mine. So we started construction, which took about a year with my dad. And then it was like the North Forker and the Suffolk Times were contacting us saying, you know, what's going on? When are you opening? And we kind of just had to say, 2 weeks we're opening, and we were not ready, but that was the beginning. Next year is when we added food, and that kind of took us to another level of clientele. I mean, we became like a brunch spot on the weekends and music on the lawn, and so it kind of grew faster than we thought. Our social media, I think that Instagram has been one of the most useful tools that we could have. I always try and do it kind of as like a lifestyle brand and have maybe a cup of coffee with the product that we're selling, but all cohesive and the same colors, and it's really helped us having an active Instagram.
Last week, we introduced you to Soho paper towels.
This week, we're going to check out Stephen and Dave's bread commercial. Warning, this video is not for anyone with a weak stomach.
The exciting thing about bread is there are so many different kinds and so many different ways it could be used. Let's go check out what the hype is all about.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me.
You can get this bread.
Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me.
Delicious toast is always a great way to start your morning.
In your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright.
You can mess with your friends.
Hooked on a feeling
Banana bread is a tasty treat for the whole family.
that you're in love with me.
The most classic use of bread is making your own unique sandwich.
Candy, its taste is on my mind. Girl, you got me thirsty for another cup of wine. Got a bug from you, girl, but I don't need no cure. I just stay a victim if I can.
Now you can chow down on your tasteful creation.
As you can now see, there are so many exhilarating ways to use bread.
Well, it's been real, Southhold. This has been Sabrina Basil
and Rosie Malika. Have a great weekend.
Meet the Mets, meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are